So, chapter 51, part 4 of Choujin X is finally out, and this chapter really just focused on two things. One, with Tokyo, because the first thing with Tokyo is that Tokyo is now having the courage and he feels powerful enough to actually interact and talk to Zora. Because in the beginning of the chapter, we see that Tokyo started having flashback of the moment that he first interacted and met Zora, and at that time, Tokyo was weak. Tokyo didn't understand how his powers work. Tokyo was very timid. So at the time, he couldn't bear the responsibilities or handle the conflict when he first interacted with Zora. And that's why he stated that, oh, can we do this another day? Because he pretty much wants to handle this whole situation because it just became too much. Now, for this time, he's actually has the courage enough to actually handle the responsibilities and try to go to a neutral route so that way the Yamano Mori and Zora's people won't fight each other, which will cause a whole bunch of death and chaos because this war is about to happen. So Tokyo is just like in a different tune where he's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to go on ahead and make sure that we don't have to do this war route and we can do this other thing where both parties can compromise and we can try to work together to stop this dark calamity and make sure that there is peace. And so that was just the one part of this chapter that we actually do see. Now, the second part of the chapter, which pretty much got everyone in social media crazy, is Seto, because Seto is standing on business. He is not playing any games whatsoever because Nari is a spy for the Yamano of Mori, but is not this kind of spy that you guys think that she is. She's not doing it in her free will. She's doing it because of Seto, because Seto is actually tracking her, because one of the mistakes that Batista did was to freeing all the prisoners in the Yamano Mori, which one of the prisoners was Nari, and Seto had a tracking device onto her neck. And he made her feed all the information because in the beginning of the chapter when they first met and he was interrogating her, he knew that she knew something. And of course, she probably eventually fed him more information. And then he wanted her to keep her as a spy or a valuable asset, which she was able to do because now we see that Zora's whole squad is on high alert. We later find out also as well that the Bucket Choujin and Batista and Seto, they're not working together because Batista and the Bucket Choujin, they have their own purpose. And also, Nari explained that we don't know much information about the Bucket Choujin and everything else. But of course, we do know what Seto is. Seto is a type of person who views Choujin as a higher tier than humans and everything else, but he also wants peace and he will succeed it in his own way, which was very interesting because when he promised Nari that he would take the tracking device out of her neck, she was just like, yeah, I won't attack you. And Seto's not dumb. Seto is a very smart man and calculated person who will go in the lengths of killing you to make sure that you do not mess with him. And of course, Nari figured out the hard way because when Seto went and attacked her, she thought that it was an illusion of all these monsters and the attacks. But Seto's Choujin powers is something much more. It doesn't deal with psychological attacks because it can go physical as well. And we see how he was like literally messing up his Nari and how Nari learned the hard way how bad like she messed around. And Seto says that you will continue being my spy until I say so. And he also stated this sentence, which pretty much makes everyone worry about Tokyo because he says that he hates Beast Choujin. And now that kind of sees how we kind of have to side eye Seto because if he hates Beast Choujin, then what about Tokyo? Because he's a Beast Choujin. And it's kind of wondering, like, why do he hates Beast Choujin? Now, if you think about it, with this chapter and how he was actually treating Pamela, when Pamela was trying to sacrifice herself so that way they could resurrect Nude, you can kind of tell that Seto, he doesn't like beasts, and he will use them as a tool to get what he needs to do. So with Tokyo, it feels like he's going to use Tokyo as a tool for something that he really needs, and we don't know yet. And honestly, I do believe that he doesn't fully hate Tokyo because he sees that Tokyo is a good person. But I do think that there's a type of Choujins that he does not like or do not respect, which is a Choujin that can go very powerful because they can cause the end of the world, or they can be neutral or cause the peace. So either way, Seto is a type of person that you do not want to mess with. And there's going to be more details, like what Seto has in plan for his own gain. But other than that, this chapter was really insane. This chapter was really amazing. We see the growth of Tokyo because Tokyo, he wanted to go to a neutral route. We see how Seto is because he has his own plan. It was kind of sides with the Yamano Mori, but it probably is going to go to the extreme. And also to like, don't mess with Seto. Like, that's just the bottom line of this chapter. Do not mess with Seto. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this latest chapter of Choujin X. Let me know your thought process, your theories, and all. And if you guys do like the video, hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.